Hi, I'm Marielle. Thanks so much for joining me today and NewFlex for our 20-minute beginner bodyweight bootcamp. This is a beginner class, so it's going to be really great for if you're getting back into exercising or if you've had quite a few days of heavy workouts and you want to still be active but do something that might be a little bit easier on your body. It's body weight, like I said, so the only equipment that we're going to need is a mat, a towel, and a water bottle. And then last of all, this is a boot camp. So with boot camps, we're combining cardio and strength, so you're kind of getting the best of both worlds. For this boot camp, we're going to do 2 9-minute circuits. Each circuit is going to be comprised of 3 movements, and we'll go through it 3 times. 2 of those movements are more strength focused, and 1 of those movements will be more cardio focused. And we'll be doing 30 minutes of work, 30 minutes of rest, again, going through that sequence 3 times. Let's go ahead and get started with our warm-up. We're gonna do world's greatest. So reach down, touch your toes, walk your hands out into a plank, bring your right hand outside of your right foot. If you want here, you can twist towards the right, you can straighten your front leg, step that right foot back to plank and bring the left foot up. Doing whatever you did on that first side on your second side, and then walking your hands back up and doing it all over again. We're gonna be here for a minute. Since this is a quick workout, we have a quick warm up, but this is one of the most effective warm-ups. I love this move because it really is a total body warm up. It gets my heart rate up, and it's also stretching all of the main muscle groups. And we'll be here for 15 more seconds, so try to get 1 more round in. And then we're gonna go ahead and get started on our first exercise with our first circuit. That's going to be a front lunge. So starting on one side of your mat, step 1 foot forward, big step. You want your knee to be over your toes, and you want both your knees to be at a 90-degree angle at the bottom, pushing up off your front foot, step back, and switch, and keep going. Like I said, we are going to be here for 30 seconds, and we'll have a 30-second rest. And we'll start that rest in 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Take your break. I'm gonna demo the second move. Our second move in each circuit is gonna be the more cardio-focused move. We'll also get a bit of sneak core in these moves as well. We're gonna do high knees as the second move. So standing straight, bracing your core, you're gonna bring one knee up, the other up, and moving your alternate arms in tempo. And come join me in 4, 3, 2, 1. You want the leg that you're bringing up to be about hip height here. And if you want to take it up a little, get a little bit more of the cardio work out of this, then you can add a jump and have this move be a little bit faster. This will get, a bit of plyo jumping in, and also the increased tempo will help increase your heart rate. And we'll be here for 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, 30-second break, and I will demo our third move during your break, and it's going to be squats. So feet shoulder width apart, your toes, if your 12 is right in front of you, point it out a little at 11 and 1. You want to keep the weight towards the back, and just like you're sitting down, push up off your heels, and that's it. We'll keep doing this for 30 seconds and have another 30-second break. So come join me in 3, 2, 1. And as far as depth here, you're really trying to have, again, targeting that 90-degree angle at the bottom. Ideally, your thighs are parallel to the floor. If you have knee issues or it doesn't feel great, feel free, adapt to whatever depth works best for you. If you need to not go as far down, that's totally fine. 3, 2, 1. All right, awesome job. So we already are done with our first round of our first circuit. We're gonna go through and do that 2 more times. Same exercises, same amount of time, same rest. Make sure you're getting water in between the exercises and taking the opportunity to shake it out and bring your heart rate back down before we get started. So we're gonna start again with the forward lunges in 4, 3, 2, 1. And just alternating here. Again, looking for that 90 degree bend in both your front and back leg. It's really important. A lot of times people don't step far enough. If you don't step far enough, you're not going to get the 90 degree bend. So really almost feels too far and then go down. The other key point is, important thing to watch is that your knee doesn't go over your toes. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Take a rest now, and then we have our cardio exercise, our high knees. Like I said, we don't have any specific core or abs exercises in this class, but our cardio exercises are kind of sneaky core. So with this, with high knees, you're really using your lower abs to pull your knees up to the hip height. So let's get started again in the high knees in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds here. Again, alternate hand raising with alternate leg. And if you want, slow it down a bit. You can take it as a marching step. You're still gonna get all the great core work out of it, and you might get a little bit less cardio, but whatever works best for your body today, and take what you need here. And we'll be here for 3, 2, 1. All right. We have another break here. Then we'll be back to doing our squats. And this is the last exercise of our second round in this first circuit. A lot of terminology there. But we're about 2/3 of the way done with this first circuit. It's gonna be 9 minutes, and then we'll move into another 9-minute circuit, and then we'll be done. So get ready, we're gonna start again with squats in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And same thing I was saying here about your knees going over your toes applies for squats. I'll turn sideways so you can see. You want to hit that 90-90. You want to make sure, that your knees are tracking over your second toe. So really making sure that your legs and hips are in alignment and facing forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. We're about to start our last round of this circuit, going back to the, the forward lunges. 20 seconds here. So in about 10 seconds, I'm gonna get ready for those lunges, and I'll get started doing them in 4, 3, 2, 1. You really want to push off your front foot here to propel yourself backwards, so you're ending and starting with both of your feet next to each other, parallel to each other. We're about halfway done, our last time with these lunges. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break time. Whew. And we have our high knees. A little cardio burst here before we move into our final exercise of this circuit. 10 more seconds of rest here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High knees. If you're having trouble kind of knowing how high to bring your knees up, something you can do is kind of put your hands at about hip height, and then target driving your knees up to that height. That does take the arm movement out, so it'll decrease the amount of cardio that you're getting from the exercise. But if that helps you should definitely do it. And we're done with high knees in 3, 2, 1. All right, last exercise of this circuit here, we have squats. And we'll do 30 seconds of squat and 30 seconds of rest, where I'll demo our first move of the next circuit to you. So let's get started with our last time with these squats in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh man, I'm definitely feeling the burn. I recommend when you are standing up, put a little squeeze in the glute. You're really gonna feel that, and it's gonna amplify the impacts of these squats on your backside. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, 30-second break here. We just finished our first circuit. We're about to move into our second circuit. Again, 3 moves, 3 times through, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Our first move is gonna be a tricep dip. So getting onto your back, having your fingers facing forward and your legs bent out front, push your body up, and then you're gonna go down and push up. You should really feel this on the back of your arms here and your triceps. So come join me on your mat in 3, 2, 1. And again, we're gonna be here for 30 seconds. And at the top, you can really squeeze your triceps, similar to those squats. It's gonna really just push your muscles to work a little bit harder than the move that dip would on its own. Something else, if the further you have your feet out, the harder the move is going to be. It's gonna put more weight on your arms. So you can move your feet forward or backwards, depending on what works for you. In 3, 2, 1, we have our rest. And I'm gonna demo our next move, which is our cardio / core-ish move. And this is gonna be mountain climbers. So starting in the plank position, you can drive one knee up and back, one knee up and back. You can drive to your elbows, or you can drive straight ahead, whatever works best for you. And come join me in 4, 3, 2, 1. And similar to the high knees, you can turn up the intensity based on your pace here. So if you want to push it a bit, you can do more of a running pace. If you want to take it a little slower, you can do a walking pace. You do want to make sure, like I said, this is kind of sneaky core. So keep your core braced the whole time. And you should definitely feel, as you're driving your legs up, feel that in your lower abs, as well as your shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Take a break, grab some water, and I'm gonna demo our last move, which is shoulder taps. So again, starting in a plank position, or if you wanna start on your knees, you can, and you're just gonna pick up your right hand, tap your left shoulder with it, and alternate back and forth between this for 30 seconds. You wanna make sure your hips aren't flailing and twisting here. Really keep your core braced, keep your hips flat, and come join me in 3, 2, 1. So especially doing this after the mountain climbers, we're kind of burning out your shoulders here. This is our more upper body focused circuit. So hopefully you're feeling it, feeling the burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. We just finished our first round. Like I said, we're gonna be going through that 2 more times. So we have the tricep dips, the mountain climbers, and the shoulder taps. You have about 15 more seconds here in your recovery, and then you can join me on your back for the tricep dips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting 30 seconds here. And what I was saying last time is how far out your legs are is really going to impact how much weight you're putting on your triceps and how much work your triceps are getting. So the further out that your legs are, the more weight is being put on them. The closer the legs are, the more of your body weight that your legs are supporting. So less of that weight going on the triceps. So you can kind of test out a few different positions and see what works best for you. 3, 2, 1. All right, grab some water, and then you're gonna flip over on your stomach for those mountain climbers. We have about 10 seconds left in the rest, in this break, I mean. And come join me in 4, 3, 2, 1. So again, shoulders over your hands. You want to have a straight line here from the palm of your hand on the mat all the way up to your shoulder, really bracing your core, and then alternating driving your legs in. I gave you 2 different options, either having your knees drive between your hands, or you can try to focus on driving them to your elbows. If you pick elbows, you're definitely going to feel it a bit more in your obliques. Driving forward, you'll feel more in your traditional abs. In 3, 2, 1. We have another break here, and then we're going to be doing the shoulder taps. And this is our last exercise in the second round. We will have just one more time of each exercise after we get through this. And we'll get started on the shoulder taps in 3, 2, 1. So same positioning here as mountain climbers. Hands palms flat on the mat, shoulders straight line of the arms up to your shoulders, above them. And I cannot stress this enough, how important it is that you brace your core, and you do not want your hips to be flailing or moving in any way. You can see my body's completely flat, barely moving as I move my weight around. 3, 2, 1. Whew, great. 30 seconds rest here, and then we're gonna start our last round of the circuit. So same 3 exercises. We're gonna start with the tricep dips. This is the last time you're gonna see them. So I really encourage you, if you want to try to put your legs a little bit further out, test yourself a bit, see how far you can go. It's only 30 seconds of work. I know you can do it. 3, 2, 1. You wanna make sure your elbows are pointing straight back, not flailing out like this, or at any weird angles. 15 seconds left. Last 2 seconds of tricep dips here. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. We'll start our last round of mountain climbers here. So same as tricep dips, I really want you to push. See if you can go a little bit faster with the mountain climbers. It's just 30 seconds of work. It's your last time with this exercise. So really try to kind of burn yourself out here. 3, 2, 1. So I'm gonna do a running pace here for these 30 seconds, which is definitely a bit faster than I did the first 2 rounds, but I think I can do it. If you want to match my pace, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 10 seconds left. Keep it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Whew. All right, last exercise here. We have our shoulder taps. If you want to turn it up for this last round, you can either increase the cadence, how fast you're tapping your shoulders. If you were taking it on your knees, you can try to take it on your feet. If that's a little bit too much for you to jump to, you can kind of alternate, do 2 on your knees, 2 on your feet. I'm going to try doing that this round. And let's do those shoulder taps, last move here in 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to do 1, 2 on my knees, 1, 2 on my feet, and keep in that alternating pattern. If you go on, it's definitely harder to keep your hips level on your feet. So if you do that, you can feel yourself moving a little more than you should. Then go ahead and stay down on your knees. Like I always say, form is most important. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Awesome job. So that was our last exercise in this workout. You have your 30 seconds of rest here, and then we're gonna be done. Thank you so much for joining me today. Like I say at the end of all of my classes, we don't have time for stretching, but I really recommend doing it. It is the best thing that you can do for yourself to ensure that you continue to perform and that you're ready to show up in your future workouts. So take some time at the end of this and do some stretching, and awesome job.